What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be finishing my lift kit on the Jeep. Sticking my bumper, hang on. Anyway, I'm going to be finishing the lift kit on my Jeep. So you can go, I'm jacked up a little bit on this side right now here. So you can go from like that to like that. Just a little 3-inch spacer lift. It's just temporary until I get the springs and the long arms. I'm going to probably do just 4-inch on long arms with 33s. Because I'll still drive it every once in a while on the street. And it's not just going to be a straight toy. So let's get into it. I'm going to set you all up real quick. And then we'll get to taking the tire off and get started on it. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Obviously, first you're going to jack up your vehicle. I've already loosened the lug nuts, so I'm going to go ahead and take those off. I'll take the white tire off. Okay, I like to do this the easy way. So what I usually do is I take the shock loose, the lower and upper control arms loose, and let the axle fall down. I'll take the sway bar loose and let it fall down. Pull the spring out, and then all back together. Okay, so first, I'm going to start with tell y'all what tools y'all need. You actually need one a little bit bigger than this as well for the sway bar, but I don't have one, so I just use it. But this is a T50 Torx. Go with one of those. You'll need a 13/16 socket, a 5/8 socket, a 13 socket. I don't even think you need a 5/8. A 13 socket, a 15 socket, a crescent wrench, or another 13/16 socket, but I only have one. And it'll need to be a deep well, and I don't have a deep well 13/16. And then you'll need some various hand wrenches. You'll need a 10, 13, and a 12 for a cheater wrench. You'll need a couple ratchets, a couple extensions, maybe a screwdriver and a knife, a hammer, and you'll need a ratchet strap. I'll show you what that's for in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this lower control arm loose real quick, and the upper, and then I'll get back right with y'all. Okay, but you got the lower arm loose. It's one bolt. That's all I take off. I take it off at the back so that the axle has more room to droop. Because if you take it off the front, that lower arm is still going to be underneath there, and it can only go so far before it hits the point, and it won't be able to go down any further. So I take it off the back so the axle will be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the front real quick. Alright, I got the top one undone. It is the T50 Torx. I undo it from right here at the axle, because then it'll let it also go down further again. So get that bolt out. It's T50 and a 50. Alright, sorry, I had to go put a jacket on. Sorry if it's a little windy out here too. It's Oklahoma. What do you expect? I had to put a jacket on because it's been like 17 to 40 degrees, you know, whatever it wants to be around here. But I got the upper control arm bolt out. I take it out from right on top of the axle. Get the axle room to droop. And then next I'm going to take the shock loose and the sway bar, and the spring should come out, but I'm going to take the shock loose and then I'll get back to y'all. So here we go. Okay, I got the shock off. I just took out the 2 bolts right here on it. And I went ahead and pulled the sway bar loose, and I went ahead and pulled the shock off. And I'm going to go cut this off right now. It's just a I guess an extender or some kind of jank lift. Didn't know it was on here, but anyway, I'm gonna go cut that off real quick in the shop, and then I'll give you all a close up. All right, so I went ahead and got that cut off. So this is what I've done. I've undone this bolt for this lower control arm right here, kept it attached here. I've undone these 2 bolts for the bottom of the shock right here, from here. Okay, So this was 13/16. These were 13s. I've undone this little screw right here, which holds the spring in. It's a 13. I've undone the upper control arm right here at the axle. It was a 15 and a 250 Torx. And I undone the sway bar right here. It was a 15 millimeter. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pop this little foam piece out and unscrew this and slide it on and put it all back together. So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and pop this out real quick. I'm going to pop this out real quick so y'all can see it. Just a little piece of foam right here. It's the bump stop itself. So, alright. Okay, so if you pull the bump stop out, bloop, you look up in there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. There's a nut and bolt. Well, I guess the bolt fell out, but there's a bolt that goes through here that holds it onto here. It's a 15. But I've dropped mine now. It's here somewhere though, I'm sure. Just look for it. I heard it ting on something. Anyway, I'll find it. Anyway, it's a 15. You'll pull that out and you can get your lift on. I'll show you that in just a minute. Let me find this bolt. Alright, I found the bolt and I went ahead and put the spacer on. There's the bolt. It's a little 15 millimeter. Now these spacers, if you buy the steel ones for the rear level kit is what they called it, you will have to modify them. There's a little lip that's on here originally, probably came down probably about to here. You have to cut that off, and you have to take and wallow out the hole with something. I used the welder and just cut it out some more. I didn't quite get it all the way, that's why you can see this right here. I had to beat it on a little bit. But you will have to just open it up a little bit. That little lip right there, in my opinion, ain't really going to do nothing, because if you have the bump stop, that's going to hold the shock on anyway, or the spring on anyway. So, but I'm going to go ahead and put this back on here, put the bolt back in this bottom half of the thing, and I'm going to put it up in here. Screw her on. Find my wrench here. My ratchet, I should say. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all back on the tripod. So I brought y'all a little bit lower so y'all can see this real quick. We gotta get the control arms back into place. As you can see right here, I'm really bad at pointing and watching. Right here, the strap. Let me get closer so I'm actually touching it. Right here is going to pull the axle up and forward so that we can get the control arms back in. I start with the bottom, just how I put it back together. Could do top first, it don't matter. Just the way I do it. But and you don't want to lose your nuts. Okay, so I can already see on this one, the axle actually needs to come backwards. So we're going to have to find a way to do that. Straighten my lower control or upper controller back up because I bent it a little bit. Straighten it back up. Bear with me, guys. I'll turn that back on in just a minute. Alright, Hang on, sorry. Alright. I got the upper control arm back on. I got the bolt in it. It's getting a little dark here at Oklahoma. I gotta have this done tonight. So if the lighting gets really terrible, I'm sorry. I'll update y'all when I can. I got the upper control arm on. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the bottom one real quick, and then and then I'll put the shock back on and call it a day. I already got the spring back on and everything back together there, so see you in a minute. All right, well, I went ahead and got the lift finished up last night. It got dark and my camera died, so I'll give you a quick walk around and I'll show you what it looks like now. All right, looks a lot better than it did. It looks level now. The back and the front have about the same gap here and here. Now I just need to get bigger tires. Looks way bigger from the front now than it did before. The only thing I don't have now is a sway bar up front, because I gotta get a longer length for this side because this one broke. And this side I just left unhooked for now because it needed new bushings anyway. See, it's right there, but it needed new bushings anyhow. So, and then let's see if I can get to the back over here. In the back, I don't even think I have a sway bar anymore, honestly. If I'm being honest, I don't remember. Oh yeah, dude, it's just right there. It's a real tiny one. That'd be it, but I think the bushings are worn out on it too, so. Anyway, it's a soupy, muddy mess out here.